The Meg is a 2018 science fiction action film directed by John Turteltaub and stars Jason Statham, Rainn Wilson, Ruby Rose, Cliff Curtis, Winston Chow, and Li Bingbing. The movie is based on the 1997 novel Meg, a novel of deep terror by Stephen Alton, and it tells the story of a group of scientists who encounter a 75-foot long extinct or thought to be extinct Megalodon while they're on a rescue mission on the floor of the Pacific Ocean. Now, Jonas Taylor, played by Jason Statham, is a diver who specializes in deep sea search and rescue and activities, and he encounters a Megalodon. And this is just, you want to call it, it's what it is, and what I still call it after seeing this film, it's the Jason Statham shark movie. How could you do this movie? What is it? This movie came out August 10th, 2018, had a runtime of 113 minutes, had a budget of 130 to 178 million dollars, and grossed 530 million dollars at the box office. It is a box office hit, and it also garnered a sequel called Meg 2: The Trench. This movie is really short, but it opens your eyes about what if Megalodon actually did survive, and how did it survive? Seeing Jason Statham fight a shark is great. Some of the aspects were interesting, and it's not just one or two. There's even a bigger Megalodon in this. The action scenes were great. The CGI is really interesting, and it's just the aspect of like certain scenes in this were like Megalodon could have just opened its shark mouth and just ate everybody up and all these people. But it didn't do that. It's the comedic aspect of how everything works in this that really makes this movie fun and worth watching. I can't say anything bad about it because this was an anticipated movie that I wanted to see back in the day, and I'm glad I did. But then also the aspect of how you see the underwater scenes, really scary. How Jason Statham punches or kicks the shark in the nose to escape a certain dynamic sequence that happens, or how do you think like, oh, is he going to die or is he going to survive? And the aspect of throwing in comedic timings with the cast is really fun. And this movie was heavily marketed out in China because of Li Bingbing, who plays an oceanographer aboard the research vessel, the Mans, and also Winston Chow, the Su Yin's father in this. Also, the little girl, the Asian girl that's in this, really is also a fun character as well. There's also a dynamic of Jason Statham's character having a backstory about family life, which is really prominent and good. And then him trying to, have a love connection also with Li Bingbing's character. There is a scene where the little girl is, something happens, and the shark just appears behind her through the glass in the sea. It's so scary. If you have fear of underwater thalassophobia, certain aspects of not knowing what's out there in the ocean, the dark depths of nothingness, then this is a movie you should not watch. This is a movie that is fun from start to finish. Maybe, like I said at the beginning of this review, raises the question: is the Megalodon real? Is it still out there? Could it still survive? Where could it survive? And is it actually in the Pacific, the Atlantic? And what is causing all of these things, and why is it doing it? It's really fun. It's a great movie. The science fiction aspect is there, the action is there, and I mean, calling it the Meg, it's just hilarious and fun. Jason Statham did a great job. I mean, listen, he's doing fun movies. That's all. If a movie doesn't take itself too seriously, I absolutely love it, because I love movies and TV shows that don't take themselves too seriously, because it's fun to watch and you're just like, wow, holy shit, this is great. Especially the scene at the beach with the party goers or the people just having a good time in the water. Megalodon should have just opened its mouth and just ate but it didn't. There is an aspect of a little dog puppy scene that's really funny, and you're like, oh, well, okay, that's going to happen. And some things were like, oh, okay, the Megalodon did that. And then there's a really big frightening scene where they think they caught the Megalodon, but then there's a bigger predator out there. Crazy, insane, intense, and fun. There's the only aspect I didn't like was the villain. Rainn Wilson all of a sudden does a 360 in this, and just the way he dies was interesting. Oh, wow, he deserted, and you're like, wow, he didn't. and it goes on and on as a running joke of the movie just for a little bit up until the ending, but it's really, really good. For me, The Meg gets 4 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think about the aspect of the story? Did you like the CGI shark? Do you think the Megalodon still exists? And are you anticipating, and what do you think the sequel's going to be like? And do you like that Jason Statham was the star of this movie? Or did you not like this movie because it was too over the top and it made no sense? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked, and let me know what rating you would give this movie. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video, and thank you so much for tuning in.